Hey everyone, Val here, and this morning's breakfast is a gluten-free, low-sugar zucchini muffin with some apple. It's one apple. It's like a Granny Smith or Gala apple or something. And of course I have my fiber drink with my vitamins and a couple of Advil because I woke up with a slight headache this morning. So the computer problems are fixed. We did everything. My son had set the network on the new computer as private, so we switched that to a public network because it didn't have like the share for the printer and other things. I don't know, I messed everything up. So we reset our networks on our computers and that computer and reset the router and refreshed everything. I had to do an update on one of my computers, and so the computers are working. Then the printer issue was going on. I printed the paper, the form in the morning when my son was working on the computers. I think that's when I printed it, and then it worked fine, and then it stopped working. So we took it off our internet and then reinstalled it, and then took it off my computer and reinstalled it a couple of times, reset the router a couple of times, plugged it in and unplugged it a dozen or more times. Checked the paper feed because we did have a paper jam in it the last time it printed, so we checked all of that, made sure all that worked, and it still kept giving us an error code. We don't know what the error code was, but it ended up to be, it was out of ink, which is, I mean, it shouldn't have been because it was printing and there was no light printing or anything like that. Normally you see the sign that it's going to be running out of ink. I don't know if because of all the glitches with it that it threw up that error code and it thought that it was out of ink, because I had taken the ink cartridges out, put them back in, and tried to fool it, and it kept sending the error codes. It said it was communicating with the internet, but it wouldn't communicate with the laptops, or the laptops kept throwing up an error code, which when I diagnosed it, it wouldn't tell me anything. It just said error, needs attention. So I got new ink, I put the new ink in it, and it's working fine. I just had to, because my computer still sent an error code, I had to uninstall it again from my computer, install it back, and now everything is fine. So computer problems are over. Don't know why I have a headache, because the computer problems are over. So we're good to go now. So today, Saturday, Steve's home. I don't know what he's going to do. I'll probably work in the craft room. I've started a project. I think it'll be cute. I'm going to do a little quilt, a baby quilt. And so far, I think the pattern is good. I think it'll be cute. I might not show it just yet. Not sure. I got to figure that out. But because it may be for somebody we know, and I'm not sure if they watch the videos or not. So, I'll have to think about that. I will take video of it and save it in case, you know, after the baby's born. If it goes in that direction, then I will show you the craft, what I finish. If it goes to the craft fair, then I will show it to you before the craft fair. But not really sure. Steve's here. Come and say hi. You can come and say hi. He wants to pass by me, and I'm taking up the kitchen. Oh, you have to, oh, there you go. Refrigerator's fixed, computer's fixed. Pantry's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's my plans for today. I'm going to eat my breakfast. I'll probably do a little Bible study, and then probably go in the craft room for a little while and work on something. And tonight we are going to Fredericksburg. There's a comedy show up there, and the radio station is sponsoring it, so we're going to help them with, I guess, checking people in at the door or whatever they need us to do. So we have to be there around 5, so we'll have to leave the house around 4 because it's probably 45-minute drive, maybe. Not sure which church it's at. I mean, I got the address to the church, but I'm not sure where it is. So I'll have to figure that out. So what else today, Steve?
Maybe I'll try the leaves again.
The backyard's full of leaves. But it said it's going to be like 70 degrees on Wednesday coming up. So the temperatures are going up a little bit, even though there was frost on the cars this morning. It's kind of yo-yoing. Well, it rained like all day yesterday. So the leaves may be wet. Probably a little frozen. We've only had snow once. But we've had... I know, we don't want snow. But we've had a lot of rain. So, and we do have like frost in the morning on the cars and stuff. So, but we don't want snow. We're good with one little snow and it's gone, and we're good with that. So I guess I will eat my breakfast. I'm going to pull out my Bible study and do a little bit of Bible study, and we'll go from there. Maybe sit down for a little bit. It's only like 8 in the morning, so I already had, got up, took my shower, piddled around a little bit, getting a couple little things done, but I'm still trying to decide what I'm going to cook for lunch, because we're going to have to eat like a late lunch or something, and I think maybe we decided leftovers. I think we decided we're going to eat what's in the refrigerator and not cook anything, so that'll work for me too. All right, let me eat. And if anything exciting happens, I'll let you know, but I don't think it's going to be that exciting of a day. I've just come back onto my TV back here. That's the TV that my son hooked the computer to, and I edited my review on that. It's working great. The editor's working great. I'm learning some more things and playing with a little bit of stuff. You'll probably see different things coming here and there in the videos as I'm playing with it, maybe trying to do a little fun stuff with it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna get myself some leftover soup that I had last night. I made some chicken noodle soup with some vegetables in it. I took a chicken soup mix that was left over that I wanted to use up out of the pantry. I'm not going to buy any more mixes because I want to start making more stuff from scratch without mixes, without additives and stuff in them. The soup, I added chicken to it, I added some vegetables to it, and I added some egg noodles to it just to make it a little more hearty. It turned out really, really good. So I'm going to have that for lunch, a little bit of that, because we're going to have to eat in a couple of hours, I guess, before we go back out to up to Fredericksburg to the volunteer shift that we have up there. So I'm not sure. He kind of wanted to go out, but I don't want to, because I just want to have a good weigh-in. I want to give my body time to adjust to a newer weight, and then I'll try to maintain that weight. So I really need a weekend with not going out to eat, because I can't, I'm fighting making good choices when I go out to eat, because I want to eat the stuff I don't normally eat, and I know it's not good for me. So I just don't need it this weekend. I need to do something that's healthier this weekend for me. So I'm going to try that. So I'm in the craft room. I'm going to go get myself some soup and eat that real quick. But I have a finished hedgehog, and I wanted to show him to you. So this is my finished hedgehog. And I'm working on a quilt. And this is going to be the quilt. I'll show it to you. But it's got the different squares for the A, B's, and C's, and then I'm kind of putting it together here. And then I'll probably put a row of like a dark blue, a very dark blue or a black around the squares, just to so that I don't have, you know, the two plaid squares together. But I think it's going to be cute. I will show it to you when I finish, but this is what I'll be working on this week in my craft room. Last night's event was a lot of fun. My job for the night was the photo booth. It just went through like the first hour and a half before the show even started. So they had the VIPs coming in a half an hour before everybody else. They opened the door at 6, so the show started at 7. So we were there between 5 and 5:30. The VIPs started coming around 5:30-ish. And there was a reception in the other building for them. So we welcomed them in. I was in the photo booth area, and they got 3 photos, and they could change, like if they wanted to put a hat on or funny glasses or had a funny sign or something, they could do that, but they only had 8 seconds between each photo. So they had to have everything ready, and then they had to hustle between the photos to change their sign or whatever. Steve and I did it. And this is ours. I don't know if you can see this. Let me see. Oh, there we go. That's our 3 photos. So it was a lot of fun. People had fun with it. It was a lot of laughing and joking and having fun. And then when the VIPs went into their little reception area, we just had a few minutes until the doors opened at 6. And then Steve kind of greeted people at the door and took tickets. And I stayed in the photo booth. We let the general admission if they wanted photos. There was like 400 people there last night. That was an awesome turnout. Of course, they had to have tickets. They said they sold out like 2 weeks before the show even started. So it was a wonderful turnout. And the comedian was funny. They picked a good comedian. He was funny. And just a really great show. So we helped clean up the reception building. There really wasn't much to do because as we were checking people in, they had other people over there cleaning. So we went over at the end when the show began or started, you know, and went over to help clean up. But they were pretty much done. So we all got to come back and watch the show. And when it was done, we were done. We took off. It was about 30 miles away from us. Not too bad. So it was a fun evening. That was it for last night. I think I showed you the crafts I was working on in the craft room before we left. Today we're going to church this morning. There's a reception after church. The lady from the missions committee is going to be there, and she's called me on the phone because I had called her before. They had her number in the brochure, and told her that I was interested in missions. And I had talked to her before, and she said she's going to be there today at a booth for the missions trips. They go to Peru and Colombia, and they do Habitat for Humanity, and if there's, you know, disasters, they do disaster relief, stuff like that. I'm interested in helping with that kind of stuff. So she asked me to meet her during the reception over at the missions booth so that she knew who I was and could get me some information on missions, which I'm very excited about because that's kind of my thing. And as you all know, because y'all have seen the missions on this channel. But that's about it. I'm going to meet with her today. I don't think I'll do a daily vlog today because I wouldn't be able to post it till Wednesday anyway. So we have to record our No Tag Tuesday, which is coming up the first or second Tuesday in March. I'm not remembering which one, but I'll look it up. So we'll record that today, and probably before church because we don't leave for church till 9:15, and it's only 8:15 now, so we have time to record that. And then we'll head off to church go to the reception after church, come home, and probably work in the craft room this afternoon. That's my plans. So I hope you all have had a blessed weekend, and I hope you have a wonderful week. I will catch you on tomorrow's video. Y'all have a great day. Bye now.